company started in 1875 in the Gallowgate in Glasgow. It was predominantly a confectionery business. So the business was founded originally by a chap called John Filshill. He decided that the legacy of the business he would pass to my great-great-grandfather, with one condition, that his wife got looked after for the rest of her life. So some real traditional values coming through right from the beginning of the start of the business.
J.W. Filshill started large-scale production of sweets and confectionery in new premises in Paisley.
Interestingly, a large part of the business at that point was about export, and we had a strapline from Paisley to Penang.
In 1932, the business passed to John's son, who grew the product range and developed the wholesale business.
We started off with Paradise fruits, fruit drops, clear mints, liquors all sorts, shandies. Sherbet shandies was our top seller.
In 1978, Ronald Hanna took over, having worked his way up through all the warehouse production tasks after leaving school. But the company was facing competition.
The chocolate companies were taking over. You had Cadbury's and Roundtrees, Mars, all coming in with products.
We decided to distribute their stuff rather than continue manufacturing our own.
Filshill joined, buying Consortia Today's Group and Key Lekkerland, and a new 170,000 square feet depot was built in Hillington, with a heavy investment in technology driving efficiency. The Key Store Fascia Group started at this time. In 2011, Simon Hanna took over from his father.
We're fifth generation, my brother Nick and I, so we're incredibly proud of that. You know, we've always attempted to stick to our core values, so every generation is about working hard, being honest people, looking after our people. In terms of the people, I refer to our customers, our staff, our suppliers.
Filshill staff feel valued. Half the workforce have worked there for over 10 years.
There isn't a huge staff turnover. That can be a phenomenally good thing and a bad thing, because nobody ever leaves, so career progression is always quite a difficult challenge in an environment like this. But we have a phenomenal amount of loyalty here. The staff treat this business like it's theirs, which is important.
It's a happy place. I enjoyed it. I mean, to me, it was a second home.
Margaret was the boss's secretary at one of the dances, the staff dances. I asked to take her home, and after I met her, we got married.
Filshill means a people business for me. Very much, we know our staff, we know what people are about, and if anybody's got a problem, they can always chat the doors.
Like his father and his family before him, Simon is not afraid to redefine the business to suit rapidly changing market demands.
Everything has changed in this business in the last 4 years, not because the new guys arrived and we've changed it all, but because it had to. Efficiency creates improved service and ultimately helps us keep our prices low. We invested in a process that allowed us to use headset technology.
We've got a pick and report through the headset. Each item is picked to the minute and the location. I can access that on the technology we've got here, on the cameras, and we can follow it right through onto the truck.
Essentially, we sell the same products as our competitors, so there's not a unique aspect to the product we sell. In terms of our relationship and why we make that different is we invest a huge amount of time in understanding what's important to all the stakeholders within the supply chain.
The Key Store convenience stores are a good example of this successful collaboration. There are now 168 Key Store locations, each supported by Filshill's strengths in grocery and alcohol wholesale.
A personal service is part of it, but I always try and sell the bigger picture. We try to give them as much help as we can, and we obviously say, well, you've got this in the wrong place in the shop, so we need that over there, and that'll move it, and just try to help them generally.
Well, I've been working with Filshill for 15 years. Obviously, I came here from another retail outlet. Since I came here, obviously, they've developed the store, they've developed everything on the site, probably developed me a bit more as well, using the EPOS system, using iMovo system.
Not surprisingly, this approach has won the company many prestigious medals over the years. With these accolades behind it, Filshill is embarking on a new opportunity.
We're very lucky here in Scotland. We've got the most fabulous larder of products in terms of food and drink. So we came up with a business concept that supported smaller Scottish producers of craft beer.
The brewers who brew craft beer live to brew beer. All they ever think about is brewing beer. Being involved and being in partnership with the Craft Beer Clan opens us up to international markets that we would not be able to interact with in any other way. And working with the guys at the Craft Beer Clan is absolutely the best way of getting our beer out to the world.
These guys are owner-managed businesses. They're really spending a lot of time developing excellent new craft beers, innovating with products and ingredients. And any export inquiry they get, we want to be able to convert that for them. In the last month, we've just made 2 export shipments for Drygate, so finally these products are going to be available in Hong Kong and China.
You know, in our manufacturing business in the early 1900s was all about export, and now it's kind of doing full circle. The company is 140 years old this year, so we've got a big celebration year. The business has evolved in every generation, and it's up to Nick and I now to make sure that we can evolve the business to suit the modern world of wholesaling.